How have you seen Jiu-Jitsu change your students and other people's lives for the better? You know, confidence and, you know.
This is like maybe the core of the mission of being in a Jiu-Jitsu academy. I think our lives were forged in service. And that service is founded on efficiency, which we go out and prove. So that's our tradition, is be willing to sacrifice ourselves and put ourselves at test in order to give to our students the knowledge they need to feel the confidence for them to become great doctors, great policemen, great whatever, you know. So in that pattern, I think is amazing how much Jiu-Jitsu can favor people, because different than a forward technique where you either defeat your opponent or you fail, because a lot of techniques, they just forward, like today's MMA is pretty much just press the accelerator and go. There's no too much defense, there's no too much comfortable zone, because the time is there, the pressure is there. But in terms of Jiu-Jitsu, you learn how to potentialize yourself. So sometimes you have no endurance and you're still able to fight Jiu-Jitsu by defending yourself and surviving. So sometimes survive is the great victory you could expect if you're dealing with a 250-pound guy who's crazy to kill you and you survive for an hour until the police come. That's great. So victory is not exactly the purpose of Jiu-Jitsu. Undefeated, be invincible, that's what we can provide. Is give you elements for you to feel strong in order to make good decisions emotionally, physically, so you can last longer, you can think better, you can make adjustments. So definitely change your life in terms of how you put yourself to make evaluations, you know, because in the practice you become sometimes uncomfortable, sometimes unable to continue, so you have to quit. So you become very challenge your mind to the limits of your resistance, your emotional control, and by playing on those levels, you become more resilient, you become more, and that's your transfer for life. In traffic, argue with your girlfriend, with your boss, whatever it is, you're gonna bring those senses alive and you're gonna be able to breathe better, to handle pressure, to deal. So that transforms people's lives, and you know, for sure. So I feel like being in that, you know, path of teaching Jiu-Jitsu is amazing as competing and winning. So it's a double standard for any of the Gracie family who achieve that level of high level competition and also teaching skills, you know. But even for those who already teach, they're already making a great service to the community, and it's priceless, you know.
It really does cross over into other areas of your life, doesn't it? You know, if you can handle the pressure in the gym, and it definitely gets rid of the people with egos as well, you know.
Yes, it's a very humbling experience, because, you know, it's like the ocean. If you start to be familiar with the ocean, sometimes you have to bow to them, you know. And on the mat, same thing. You have to sometimes graciously be defeated and know how to understand that, and looking for a better angle and see things and eventually improve. And that's life, you know. And we represent life very well on the mat in terms of the pressure, because there's no protection, there's no cover-ups, there's no hard gold watches or security. You're there with the white gi, your belt. You have to prove yourself, and sometimes you show how uncomfortable, how anxiety, how much, you know, and then you start to dealing with that, and eventually you much better, you position yourself much better in those uncomfortable situations, and that's almost automatically translate to life.